Hi, Brad Redding here again for another session of On the Lesson Tee with Brad Redding. And, in a recent Facebook post, someone made a post about, how unimportant the backswing is. And they gave examples of some various PGA Touring pros, Lee Trevino, Jim Furyk, guys that had what most people would call unorthodox backswings. Miller Barber, guys of that generation who had, backswings that were a little bit different. And I found that odd because, he was referring to mainly touring pros. Matter of fact, all of them were touring pros. And in my experience as a teacher, I think the backswing has a huge influence on what the club does on the way down. I'm always seeking to improve impact. And that means I've got to make sure that whatever's happening on the way down is better. But then I back up one more time and say, well, what's happening in the backswing that would cause the downswing? And then again, is there anything at address that might cause the backswing? So I'm always backing up to find the root cause of the problem. And I think a lot of people overlook that. A good example would be a gentleman here who has a came to me for a golf lesson, and he had this kind of backswing, and I think we all could agree that if I have this type of backswing, where the club's mainly moving just up, very little turn out of his back and chest and shoulders, club face is extremely open, it kind of comes down the same way it went back, which would be very steep, face is very open, it'd be hard for him to find the back of the golf ball. But, I couldn't improve that downswing until the backswing got better. Another good example would be someone that had this backswing. And, again, these kind of backswings won't allow them to have very good downswings. Very much to the outside, just lifts it straight up. It comes down back from the inside. She's trying to get it back to the inside, but because of how it went back, you can see how far beyond the golf ball she is and how much it's on the heel. So basically all she did at the beginning was hit shanks. So again, I think that the backswing has a huge influence on what you can and can't do on the way down. If you look at touring pros, yeah, there's some different moves on the way back, but we're talking about world-class athletes that play golf every day, practice most every day, and they're able to get away with some, what I call, little differences in the backswing, but they still bring it down really well. That is not the case for the average golfer. When I look at people who have got really good golf swings, I'm not looking necessarily mainly at how the club's coming down. I see a lot of good moves on the way back. Obviously, this kind of backswing would make it very difficult for this person to find a good downswing. Now, that's what most of us are dealing with every day. When I have a really good player, yeah, I'm going to try to do some things to improve their motion too, but that right there is most of our bread and butter. And we've got to be able to fix that person. And there's no way, from my point of view, that I could ever improve that move on the way down unless I got some motion on the way back better. So, again, comparing touring pros to average golfers really isn't fair. It's kind of like apples and oranges. Those guys and girls are world-class athletes, play golf every day, hit golf balls most every day, and they know how to find the back of the golf ball. That's not the case with the average golfer. So I kind of look at it this way. If I'm going to fix their impact, I got to fix their downswing. If I got to fix their downswing, I got to do some things on the way back to make it easier for the downswing to be better. And then again, even at address, I'll fix some things at address with the grip and the posture that'll help the backswing get better. So again, I'm always backing up. I always start with ball flight, but I back up till I find the root cause of the problem. Just my 2 cents. Talk to you soon.